Now, here is a list of the tradespeople with whom you may run up an account. Wemmick, take Mr. Pip round to Barnard's Inn.
Yes, sir.
I shall check the bills and pull you up if I find you getting on too well. Of course, you'll go wrong somehow, yes, but that's no fault of mine. Goodbye and good luck, Mr. Pip. Mike!
Mr. Wemmick, I don't quite know what to make of Mr. Jaggers.
Oh, we don't mean that you should know what to make of him. Deep, that's what he is, as Australia.
Who was that he shouted at so fiercely in the office?
Oh, that was his housekeeper, name of Molly. He got her off on a murder charge.
Murder? Isn't he frightened of having her about?
Not him. When you come to see us again, take a good look at her.
Shall I see anything very uncommon?
You'll see a wild beast tamed. Keep your eye on it. Here we are. Mr. Pocket's on the first floor. You don't want me anymore?
No, thank you, Mr. Wemmick.
As I keep the cash, we shall most likely meet pretty often.
Oh, well,
very glad, I'm sure, to make your acquaintance. Good day.
Good day, sir.
Mr. Pip?
Mr. Pocket?
Oh, dear me, I'm extremely sorry. But the fact is, I've been out on your account, for I thought, coming from the country, you might like a little fruit. And I went to Covent Garden Market to get it good.
Well, thank you. It's very nice of you. Can I take the parcels?
It sticks, you know. Pray come in. Now, this is the sitting room. Rather musty, but Barnard's is musty. I'm afraid I'm rather bare here. Now, that's my little bedroom, and this is your room. Come in.
Oh, it's very nice.
The furniture's specially hired for the occasion.
Oh, I hope that...
Dear me, I beg your pardon. You're holding the fruit all this time. I feel quite ashamed. You'll be very quiet here, and we shall be alone together. But I dare say we shan't fight.
Fight? Fight? I knew I'd seen you somewhere before. You're the pale young gentleman from Miss Havisham's.
Bless me, and you are the prowling boy. The idea of it's being you.
Well, the idea of it's being you.
I hope you've forgiven me for having knocked you about so.
Oh, of course.
You hadn't come into your good fortune at that time, had you?
No.
I was rather on the lookout for a good fortune then.
Indeed?
If Miss Havisham had taken a liking to me, I suppose I should have been provided for. But perhaps even I should have been engaged to Estella. But I didn't care much for it. She's a tartar.
Who? Miss Havisham?
I don't say no to that, but I meant Estella. You know she was adopted and brought up by Miss Havisham to wreak revenge on all the male sex.
Wreak revenge on all the male sex? What revenge?
Heavens, Mr. Pip, I thought you knew.
No.
Dear me, it's quite a story and should be saved till dinner time. Shall I take your stick?
Oh, thank you.
And your hat.
Oh. Herbert.
Yes, my dear Pip.
As I've been brought up a blacksmith, I'd take it as a great kindness if you'd give me a hint when I go wrong in my manners.
With pleasure, though. I should guess you'd need very few hints.
Thank you very much. Now, please tell me more of Miss Havisham.
Ah, yes, Miss Havisham. But let me introduce the topic by pointing out that in London it's not the custom to put the knife in the mouth, for fear of accidents. It's scarcely worth mentioning, only it's as well to do as other people do.
Oh, I must apologize. Thank you
at
very
all,
much.
I'm sure. Now, Miss Havisham was an heiress, and as you may well suppose, was looked upon as a great match. Well, one day there appeared upon the scene a certain man. I never saw him, for this was 25 years ago. He pursued her closely and professed to be devoted to her. And there's no doubt that she fell passionately in love with him, which brings me to the cruel part of the story. Merely breaking off to remark, my dear Pip, that it's not usually considered necessary to fill the mouth to its utmost capacity.
Oh, very sorry. I was so interested.
Not at all, I'm sure. The marriage day was arranged, the wedding dresses were bought, the wedding guests were invited. The day came, but not the bridegroom. He wrote a letter.
Which she received when she was dressing for her marriage at 9:20.
Exactly.
So that was why she stopped the clocks?
Yes. And when she'd recovered from a bad illness, she laid the whole place waste, as you've seen it, and has never since looked upon the light of day.
Herbert, you said that Estella was not related to Miss Havisham, but only adopted. When adopted?
There's always been an Estella since I've heard of a Miss Havisham. I know no more. So, Pip, all I know of Miss Havisham, you know. Well, let's change to brighter prospects. Let's drink to London. And a very happy future.
To London. And a very happy future.
2, 3, 4. Now all together, Mr. Pip. That's right. That's better. Much better. Enjoy yourself.
Ready? Ready. Forgive me, Herbert.
Carry on, Pip, carry on.
And so, if I could buy some new furniture and perhaps one or two other little things, I think I could be quite at home at Barnard's Inn.
Do it. I knew you'd get on. How much do you want?
£20?
Wemmick! Well, Pip, I should say you were at home.
Herbert,
Yes,
we've done very badly.
very badly.
Thank heaven for my birthday.
Good morning, Mr. Pip.
Morning. Good morning, Mr. Pip.
Morning.
Congratulations, Mr. Pip. Thank you, Mr. Wemmick.
Come in. Mr. Pip, sir.
Come in. 21, eh, Pip? I must call you Mr. Pip today. Congratulations, Mr. Pip.
Thank you, Mr. Jaggers.
Sit down. Now, my young friend, I'm going to have a word with you.
If you please, sir.
What do you suppose you are living at the rate of?
At the rate of, Mr. Jaggers?
The rate of.
I'm afraid I'm unable to answer.
I thought so. Now, I've asked you a question, my friend. Have you anything to ask me?
Oh, well, of course, it would be a great relief to ask you several questions, Mr. Jaggers, if it were not forbidden.
Ask one.
Is my benefactor to be made known to me today?
No, ask another.
Well, I was just wondering if I had anything to receive.
I thought we should come to that. Wemmick! Mr. Pip, you have been spending pretty freely of late, and you're in debt, of course.
I'm afraid I must say yes, sir.
You know you must say yes, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Wemmick, hand Mr. Pip that piece of paper. Now, unfold it and tell me what it is.
This is a banknote for £500.
That is a banknote for £500. And at the rate of that handsome sum of money per annum, and at no higher rate, you are to live until your benefactor appears.
Will it still be years hence, Mr. Jaggers?
When that person discloses, you and that person will settle your own affairs. My part of the business will cease. That's all I have to say. Wemmick, show Mr. Pip out.
Thank you, Mr. Jaggers.